Good day. My name is Ayo Emakhiomhe. I'm one of the faculty of the DBA for your set M1 S7. I will be taking you on the first three topics of your business plan workbook. That is the executive summary, the introduction to the business or the background of the business, and then the third one will be the marketing plan. This first video is on the executive summary and the company background. But before we start, I would like you to own your workbook. Owning your workbook, what I mean is you put a stamp on it. And how do you do that? On the first page, there's a column there for you to put what the name of your company is and who prepared this plan. So if you've not done that, you can put this video on pause and go and do that now. Then when you finish, you can come back. I'll be waiting for you. I hope you've done that. So now let's go straight ahead. Starting with the very first one, which is the executive summary. I won't dwell much on this because you don't have much to do right now on the executive summary. You'll be working on that at the end of your workbook. It is what you write at the end. It is simply a summary of everything that you've done in your workbook, most times if possible on one page. So you are summarizing your entire workbook on one page, and you can't do that at the beginning. You do the summary at the end when you've written something to be summarized. That's the executive summary, and just like the name says, it's a summary, and that's one. Two is chapter one. Chapter one is about the company background. It's a introduction to your business for anybody that wants to know about your business, be it the bank, the investor, your partner, or even yourself. It gives you an idea and an insight into your business. It is also where you define your business. So everything we're talking about here is just creating a framework for what your business will be riding on. So the first thing there is the description of the business, and just like the name is, you are expected to just describe the business. No professional touch needed here. You are just supposed to just talk about it as it comes to your mind, or you talk about it from your heart. This is what my business is. This is what it's about. This is what we do, and this is how it's going to be done. After that, you talk about your vision and your mission statement. Your vision is actually your outlook for your business, where you see your business in the near and in the far future, where you are going to. You are telling someone your journey. I can see 100 years into the future, where this my business shall be what every other individual on the face of this earth will be talking about, or it would have affected XYZ number of lives, or this is what I want to achieve. A vision, you can say your vision is more like your purpose. What's the purpose of your business? Once you can sit down and define a purpose for it, then that is the journey you are about to embark upon. Once you have clearly stated the purpose of your business, the next thing you go on to is your mission. You have a vision, you know where you are going to. So a mission is now the journey, the route you have taken on this journey. And that is summarizing what you call your mission statement. It simply clarifies what business you are in, what your business goals are, what your objectives are, what is the core purpose of your business, then the reason behind your guiding principles. Once you can define all this and then you summarize all of them, you have your mission statement complete. Always note, different people with their different mission and vision statements. I'm not saying it's sacrosanct, but it's always advisable to make your vision statement and your mission statement a short statement, 1 or 2 sentences. You don't have to get that immediately. You can work on it over and over and continuously over time until you get it right, but always work towards keeping it short so that everybody remembers, including you. Then next is the business objective. The business objective just defines what you want to achieve over a short period of time. It is more like breaking down your mission statements into short, achievable timelines. For example, you want to leave this place where I am now and go to 5 bus stops from here. What's the journey plan? Are you going to go with a car? Are you going to go by public transport? Are you going to take a helicopter? Are you going to walk? And if you are walking, what are the milestones? Milestones, for example, here could be bus stops. I've already said you are going somewhere 5 bus stops from here. So if you are going 5 bus stops from here, your milestones could be each bus stop you get to. And if not, there might be landmarks, there might be things blocking you on the way. How do you get above them? All these form your business objective, and it's always important to break down your mission into objectives so that at each point in time you know where you are in your business work. Next, we move to your value proposition. Please note, I hope you have your workbook there with you and you are writing, and also if you have questions you are putting them down. My reason for this is so that you are following along, number one. Then number two, you can send all your questions to us either through your PMO directly or your PMG leader. You send them the questions and you will surely get responses, and anyone that can't be sent to you as a response via email, then you will get response in class. When we are in class, you get responses to that. So next is your value proposition. That's, we are still on page 6, item 1.4. Your value proposition is something that just defines your uniqueness as a business. What is it you are doing that makes you stand out? What is it you are doing that makes your business different from others? For example, are you faster? Are you cheaper? Or are you better? Or do you last longer? What is it that you do that is unique to you as a business? Or what is it that you do that you can do better than every other person around you? You can also use this to refer to your unique selling proposition. This is what stands you out. Let me think of a company now. For example, DHL says that nobody does it faster. That is, nobody does deliveries faster than them. And that is their unique selling proposition. Every company has something different. Then after that, you now discuss what are the critical success factors of your business. What is it that will make your business, that will assist or support your business in succeeding in the journey you're about to embark upon, or in the journey you've just stepped out into? Is it your location? For example, if you're a real estate company, as they always say, there are 3 rules, which are location, location, location. So location is key for a real estate company. Or is it pricing? For example, if you are into manufacturing for consumer commodities, small fast moving consumer commodities, pricing will be a key factor for you, and it could either make or mar your business. Then next, is it the packaging? For example, packaging also deals with issues like branding. Branding, now I'm talking about a situation like an MTN. Nowadays, when you see yellow, I'm sure one of the things you think about is MTN. Then is it the hygienic environment where you produce your item? Is it the endorsements you get? Is it the experience you are bringing onto ground in your product or your service? Or is it the kind of distribution network? You have to think through all this to know these are the things that are going to make my business successful. These are the advantages I have that will make my business better than the next person or the next person or whoever it is that is coming in the future, or who is already there in the business. You have to identify these things. Why? Because they form your strengths, and they are those things that you stand on to grow your business. While you are talking about those exciting and wonderful things that makes your business excellent, stand out, successful, grow forever, and leave a legacy and all that, don't forget that every business comes with its challenges. Every industry comes with its challenges. That is why you now need to look at item 1.7 on page 7, and that's, you are describing the challenges you feel you will face. Some of these things you might not be able to just sit down and think through and decide that there are challenges. You might need like a mentor, a consultant, or someone ahead of you, or you need a think group. It could be your friends or some people ahead of you. You sit down together and decide, okay, with and note they must all have different backgrounds. So when you sit down, you look at the business or you look at the industry. What are the challenges in this industry? For example, if we look at the fashion industry or a hairdresser, I've used this a lot anyway. You use the example of a hairdresser. A hairdresser that believes that her business is into fixing women's hair to look beautiful on them, and then all of a sudden someone comes and says, oh, the new fashion style is Grace Jones, and Grace Jones does not require hairdressing, it requires hair removal. You are out of business. But if you had considered the potential risk involved in hairdressing as a business, then you would have been able to let the women know that your job is not just making their hair beautiful, but your job is making them look beautiful. It's just that your area of expertise, which is now your unique selling proposition in hairdressing, is now, your unique selling proposition is now the hair. And next, you talk about the current status of your business. You talk about the history, when you started, how did you get the idea, where are you today based on the idea, or are you still rolling the idea in your head? Are you now about to expand your business? Are you bringing in partners? But always start from Genesis and get to the revelation of your business today. And note one thing: yes, you are in a class, you are writing a business plan, you are having the business plan workbook with you, which you will use to develop a business plan that you will submit. That business plan is still yours, and so you can only but do one thing: be honest, because you are talking to yourself, you are planning for yourself. So always make sure anything you write in that plan is in all honesty. Right now is not an exam, so you are not going to fail and you are not going to pass. But if you write a very bankable and successful business plan, of course you will not just pass, you will pass with flying colors. Next, you talk about the potential challenges in the business. What are those things you see? Oh, okay, sorry, I've already talked about that. That's where we are. I think that's where we stop. Thank you. By the next chapter, I'll be talking about the marketing and all the things you need to do in marketing your business via the workbook. Thank you.